Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the No Strings Attached show. I'm your co host, Raja, alongside Camille, and our household Spurs fan, Austin. Meanwhile, Camille and I are your resident LeBron glazes. All jokes aside, guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Help us grow this show day by day, especially if you're a sports fan here in Australia. We'd love to have you around. Now, let's get right into tonight's show, lads. The Knicks are going to the finals in 27 years. Tell Austin, Camille.
Go ahead, Austin. I'll leave you the floor.
Hey, look, first time in 27 years, we saw the massive crowds in New York,
They were
outside
crazy,
of
boy.
MSG,
Yeah.
in Times Square. It was ridiculous, right? What's it called? I'm very excited. I mean, we all expected them to kind of make it through as soon as they went 2-0. That as soon
Yeah.
as they killed, honestly, even as soon as they went 1-0, as soon as they got that first game, it was an immediate thing of, yeah, they're going to the finals. Without any Boston or anything to come their way, it was just kind of guaranteed. Even without the Detroit Pistons, I would say as well, guaranteed. Even though Durham just straight up wouldn't have stopped Carl Anthony Towns, he would have been as much of a cone as James Harden was on D. But like, to just keep it a buck, I'm really glad for that New York team. I'm really, really happy for them. As long as they make the most of it whilst they're there, right? And they put up a good fight with whoever comes out of the West, which I believe they would. And I do think they have a good chance against a very beaten up Spurs or OKC. But
Yeah.
I guess we'll kind of just have to see right now. What are your thoughts, Camille?
Look, I'm on the same boat as you. I come around to like that team. They play good basketball. They play fundamentally good basketball, and I love me some good basketball. The kind of stuff that OKC is pulling with all their free throws and all that kind of stuff, sort of taking the fun out of it in my book. But the Knicks, I'm telling you, never really cared about them, to be quite honest with you, because they were kind of irrelevant for the past 29 or 30 years or whatever it is. But I've really liked that team. They've got some good energy. They play good basketball. They don't shoot stupid threes. They shoot the three when they have to. They get open looks. They can play the inside. They play good D. They're coached well. Their bench is nice. It's just a damn good basketball team, honestly.
Yeah.
And you got Jalen Brunson emerging as a superstar here. What's there not to like? Usually it's the Knicks fans, they can be a bit
They're going crazy
tough sometimes.
right now.
They're going absolutely nuts. But look, good for them. They should.
Yeah.
They haven't had a chance in 29 years. So I'm happy all around. I'm happy. I'm happy for them.
And it's a good kind of thing to see as well in regards to their past couple of playoff hurdles, especially with the Pacers the past two times. It's just been good to finally see this New York team finally get ahead for the first time, just like ever. Really, in my lifetime and your lifetime, Raja, it's the first time we're seeing a New York team actually like be good at their sport.
Shout out to Melo, man.
Which is just, I'm grateful to see it. And look, at the end of the day, even as a Spurs fan, right, if the Spurs don't make it to the finals, I would love to see the Knicks winning it. I think it's just like the whole world against SGA right now, and just the quality of basketball that we are seeing day in and day out from the Thunder team. But in reality, man, I think we should actually talk less about the Knicks, less of a glaze fest about the Knicks, because, we all know the Knicks did and had a very good season. They won the NBA Cup, right?
Yes.
They're in the NBA Finals.
Beating
right?
Spurs.
Don't remind me. But we knew they had a great season the moment that they won that cup. At the end of the day, right, any team that wins it, they did pretty good. Like, example being Giannis last year with the Bucks winning that cup.
That's true.
guess what? They still won it. Look, everyone says that. Oh, guys, like who cares about the NBA Cup? At the end of the day, that is a
I
very
don't
true
care.
statement because
I don't care.
really care either. Right?
Hey, LeBron won it, nah?
Nice.
Add it to the legacy. Add it to your little awards, right?
Yeah. If in 20 years from now anyone's going to bring up that damn cup into his legacy and be like, championships, games, minutes, points, and all that, and I
MJ,
hear one
Kobe.
word of the damn cup, I'm gonna go nuts. Don't bring it up. It's actually no, don't. Just don't bring it
Yeah.
up. But look, it's regular season games at the end of the day, right? If you win the cup, you won a bunch of regular season games. There's a bit more intensity in there. I give you that. So therefore, it's good.
When money is involved, baby. Let me
And
sit
it's
up.
also a good indicator of which teams are doing good this season and which are not.
That I'll give you
Yeah.
that. I'll give you that 100%. Yes.
Because at the end of the day, 3 out of the 4 teams, I don't remember who New York played in their final, but in the finals of that cup, 3 out of those 4 teams made it to their conference finals.
Right.
It's just basically like that was a pretty good indicator to see what the actual playoffs were going to look like when it kind of.
I think
came to
the
it.
NBA Cup was made just to advertise NBA in Vegas, right? Because I know
it
they want
absolutely was.
they want to expand. Obviously, we're getting 2 new teams soon, but they want to see what Vegas is looking like. And to be fair, though, it is a regular season game, and you do get 500K each or something. But
Yeah.
it's all about money at the end of the day. For the NBA, they want to test, what's Vegas looking like, and it is cool actually just to see that mid season, and we see it here, Camille, with football where you have multiple trophies to win. That's what they want to do, and obviously at the end of the day, to make money for the NBA.
I mean, look, Vegas is coming. That will happen. Seattle will have a team again very soon, I believe.
Which I'm super excited for. That's
Yeah, I
get
think it's
those
in
jerseys back out.
in the next 2 years or so, I
Yes.
believe
Yep.
is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's going to be good fun. The Wolves are going to be in the East. That's going to make things quite a lot easier for them, I believe.
Yeah.
Unless
Anthony
I
Edwards,
mean, they'll
baby.
have the Knicks now.
Thank God for Anthony Edwards, because seriously, it makes his legacy a bit easier to make something out of, I will say. It'll be good rivalry as well between the Wolves and the Knicks, between Cat and Anthony Edwards as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be
From-
good fun. Yeah.
From massive trades to now being in the same conference as each other.
Julius Randle gonna
it'll
give
be
us
good
5
to
points
see.
again.
hmm
Well, we'll see how that goes. But outside of the NBA Cup, outside of those new teams, let's talk about a team and whether or not they analytically had a good team or good season
The Knicks.
or not. Not the Knicks, the Cleveland
Sorry,
Cavaliers.
the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sorry. So, hey, shout out to the
Do
Knicks.
we believe they had a good season? Was the James
no.
Harden trade a part
I
of the
thi-
reason they had that success in the offseason and that success in just any relevance in the regular season games? Or
Listen.
do you think they could have gone just as far with Darius Garland?
Listen, that team was the number 1 team. Was it last year when they went on that crazy
Yeah, it was last year. They were number 1. They
15,
were number
what is
1.
it, 15-18 game
Yeah.
to start the season?
I forget about that, man.
And obviously they went down bad in the playoffs that year as well. Obviously now they traded James Harden to go for the championship, right? They said, hey, Garland is injury prone. We gotta go now, right? Donovan Mitchell is coming up for new money. We need to win something. And I think if I was Donovan Mitchell, red flag. I would have started seeing red flag as soon as they traded for James Harden. You know what I'm saying? Because cool, James Harden's gonna give us 30, 40, 50, 60 point games in the regular season, but what I need is a sidekick in the playoffs, and James Harden does not give us anything in the playoffs. He had 2 field goals in Game 4. He had more turnovers in Game 4 when it's a do or die game, right? So, is it a bad season? Yeah, because you got you got swept, and obviously they made the conference finals, but what made it a bad season is the in-season trade for James Harden now, because you have to bring him back because you let Garland walk to Clippers with the second round pick. You got to bring him back because you can't lose, both things.
What about you, Camille? What do you think? Do you think it was a
Dude, man, let's go. I'm actually pissed about all of this shit, dude. Yesterday, I was pissed. If you would have had a show yesterday, I might have just been canceled yesterday. I'm telling you that right now. Dude, if I hear one more thing about them coping mechanisms with the Cavs over there, with analytically, James Harden going up there in the press conference talking about he's playing great defense. He's he played great what's it called? He played good against the Knicks. He played good defense. Technically, they were the better team. Man, get the F out of here. Yeah, I can't. This team is doomed, not because they lost how they lost. This is the cherry on top, but there's zero accountability. Absolutely zero. I am not surprised one bit why they flunked out like they flunked out, like a damn sweep. They got swept. And there's levels there's levels to sweeps as well, isn't it? There's levels to sweeps.
My God.
And they got swept. They lose game one. I know exactly how that locker room was going down. We were the better team. The zero accountability. Zero. Coach Atkinson said the same thing. Man, these guys got to look into the mirror very deep for next season, because if they keep this team together, there's no chance in hell that I'll be surprised if they make the Eastern Conference Finals. How do you get better in professional sports if there's zero accountability?
Yes.
How?
How? You just can't.
It's ridiculous.
If you can't,
how can he, with his straight face, sit there at the damn presser and tell he played great defense and he played good and the team was technically better? Man, get the fuck out of here. That actually pisses me off, because this is professional sports. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. This should be do or die. I wouldn't have had a problem if he goes up there. Man, we played like a bunch of bums besides Donovan Mitchell. Okay, we got to get better. Repeat next season. That's okay. But either you're lying, right, or you're delusional up there. Which one is it? Both of them I don't like. Coach got to go. Damn. I don't know.
Are you saying blow this team up?
If I'm the owner of the Cavs, I'm blowing this up tomorrow. I don't want these. They have some young talent over there. Not too much because they traded a bunch of stuff. But what kind of mentality do they have in that damn locker room? If you get flunked out 0-4, you're getting swept, and you're talking about you played well, man. What?
I think when you start bringing in analytics, saying that they've won.
Hey, look, analytics is all good.
I think that's when they got you mentally, because man, look,
does anyone know the difference of all those 4 games? Was it like, what was it, 25, 30?
Yeah, it was like at least a minimum of a 20.
They lost by 40, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost by. Look, here's a cool stat about the Knicks though. So they won the fourth game. They won by what, 37, right?
Yes.
That actually dragged their game 7 or final game of the series average down. These guys were closing out games 42.5 points, I believe it is. So now the average in their elimination games, or the 4-0 game or whatever you want to call it, is now 39 points. They killed everybody. Yeah, this team is lethal.
It's legit. It is
lethal. These guys might as well be a bunch of gangsters from the Bronx. I don't know. They are lethal.
Wu-Tang.
And Wu-Tang over there, but I don't like the Cavs, dude. Like all of these, man, they should have is no problem. You got destroyed. Knicks are on something. Won 11 in a row now. Yeah. They are on something. Happy for them, but man, you cannot go up there and tell me you played good.
Man, I just don't think that look, I'm a big fan of James Harden, but I think anytime he's in your team, something's bad's gonna happen.
When was the last time James Harden moved the needle for a team upwards?
2018. When
Thank
they
you.
went when
Thank
they went
you.
to
Thank you.
the Western Conference Finals, right?
Okay.
They blew
Let's
that
move
lead.
on. Let's move on. Let's move on from
Nah,
James
I
Harden
agree.
because
I agree with that 1,000%.
I think people realize now that he's not the guy anymore. Maybe for regular season and all that, but he's not the guy anymore.
It should have been realized 4 years ago, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
It should have been recognized 4 years ago.
Dude, this man got drafted to OKC. Cool, you went to the finals. You were young, right? Unfortunately, you have to face against LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh. And then you said, "Pay me." They don't want to pay. They paid Ibaka instead. So trade me. So you go to Houston. Houston, you became one of the best players in the world. We had conversations of, is this dude better than MJ or Kobe when it comes to 1v1 isolation scores, right? You became an MVP. They gave you CP3, Dwight Howard, whoever. And then you said, this is not working. So I'm going to bail out on my team. Trade me to go to play with a big three in KD and Kyrie in Brooklyn. Sure, they had the COVID thing and, injuries. So they didn't really play together. I think they played like 11 games, maybe even
it's like 18 games. 18
yeah,
games.
not even.
Yeah.
So you said,
wasn't he chubby as hell?
He was a big boy.
Yeah, thank you.
He was a big boy.
He couldn't play like 10,
on.
15 games or whatever he put it on, right?
Yeah,
I remember that.
So you go from Brooklyn and you said, this is not working. Trade me again. So you go to the Sixers to reunite with your best friend Del Morey, right? To play alongside Joel Embiid, MVP, whatever it is. You choked at Game 7. I forgot who it was, but I know he choked because that's his memo. And you said, I don't like the something like that. It was like Game 7, and he did a no-show. Anyway, he said, obviously this is not working. Trade me again. So he goes to the Clippers to play with another big three, PG and Kawhi. And then you said, guys, PG left us. It's not really working. Trade me again. He goes to the Cavs, and he did the exact same thing. No show in the playoffs. So if I'm a GM, if I'm an NBA player, I'm staying the hell out of the way of James Harden because obviously he doesn't bring anything but trouble. Or he doesn't bring anything. It's a 4v5 out there, man. You see the defense? Anyway.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, if you move from team to team and there's always some issue around, with that team and the common denominator is you.
It speaks for itself. It speaks for itself.
Look, and I'm not going to kill his legacy or whatever, right? He was for
Hall of Famer.
For a couple of years.
He was a scoring title champion, right?
All of that,
scoring champ, not actual champion.
What absolutely, makes me go crazy is this damn, you guys played like bums, and you stand up there and be like, we played well. I played good defense. No, you did not.
Yeah,
you did not. The team played like ass. It's just straight up lying or delusional. Like I said, I don't like any of those two.
Why are you lying for? We can see it. It's not like, it's a movie. You can edit it out. We watched it live.
There's a president in the U.S. that can say the gas prices are down from last year. And, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. Just put it out there. Someone's going to believe it. I don't know if it's that kind of, we just throw things out there, see what sticks here.
You know what what I'm going to try and believe, and I think this is a good segue into the next segment. I want to try and believe whether or not the Game 5 between OKC and Spurs was not a Tony Brothers masterclass. I want to hear.
I mean, I'll say this. I think the thing is this: if you don't officiate a game of the Oklahoma City Thunder hard, meaning you let a couple things slide, you let things go here and there, you let them play playoff basketball, you lose the game. You lose the officiating. You just lose it because now you're whistling left, right, and center for both teams. The game was damn near unwatchable, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're just going through the damn thing. Dude.
There were 70 free throws between both teams.
Man,
70.
That game was 5 hours
30%
long.
30% of shots came from the line. 30%.
It was not nice to watch. It was barely. It was
It was
damn near
ugly
unwatchable.
basketball.
It was ugly
ugly
basketball. But that's, I'm going to say this, though. The Spurs didn't help themselves
They
much.
did not. They played
So
bad ball. They played bad basketball.
It was this sort of melting pot of the Spurs giving them a lot of fouls, to be quite honest with you. They were giving them free shit. Right? SGA and all the other folks, they capitalize. They know how to capitalize on these things, right? And if they see blood in the water, meaning Tony Brothers, was it Tony Brothers? It was
Yeah,
Tony
it was
Brothers, right?
Tony
Yeah.
Brothers.
Yes.
If he's giving me a mid-season, regular season officiating masterclass, let's call it that, then I'm going for it. I know I'm going to kill you now because I'm getting those free throws. These guys are masters at that. Masters. Let them play a bit harder, but Spurs need to play smarter as well. They need to.
Agreed.
No, I wonder what Adam Silver is thinking with this series. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he like happy with this because OKC is their kind of golden child, or are they pissed off? But who I'm pissed off with is Wemby. This man spends more time outside than inside the paint.
Inside. Agreed. This
Look,
is 1,000% agreed, Raja.
And I understand. Obviously, I'm not playing against Chet and Hartenstein out there. It is physical. I'm sure he's super dead tired because every time he goes to the bench, look, dumbass Cornet can't do nothing out there, and they lose the lead. Even if they have the lead, by the time Wemby comes back, oh, we're down 10, we're down 12 because it's and look, I'm outside looking in. They seem like they a completely different team when Wemby goes to the bench. They act like they don't know how to play basketball because a 7'5" Frenchman is missing on the court, right? And it doesn't help that when Wemby's on the in the game in Game 5, he went 4 out of 15, super inefficient game, and obviously he had free throws. He made 12 free throws, but 4 out of 15, and we've seen it when he goes crazy, when he's aggressive, he's hitting his shots. It opens up so many different looks for his other teammates. Julian Champagny had a great game, 22 points. Right.
Yeah, Kelton Johnson even had a good game, 7 for 13. He played like the sixth man of the year. He did. Don't get me wrong, he missed a couple more threes than he should have. But other than that, he played a semi-decent game yesterday as well. And that's kind of like what I'd been asking for from him for like the whole series. Even Steph Castle, he played a good game.
And it doesn't help that Vassell, who's been I reckon the most consistent other than Wemby, he had 6 points, right? Like he didn't have a great game at all. But look, Game 6 in Oklahoma. Game 6, right?
San Antonio.
No, yeah.
San Antonio.
It's San Antonio tomorrow. Wemby's gonna go out there guns blazing. It's gonna be physical. Like I said, it's gonna be dead tired. But man, this is why the greats are called greats, because when they need you the most, Batman, when we turn on that sign, you gotta show up. Unlike James Harden in the playoffs. But man, Austin, talk to me, man.
I mean, look, I'm just gonna keep it a buck here. Do I think it's gonna go to 7 games? Yes. I do believe it's going to go to 7 games. I actually don't think the NBA will allow it not to go to 7 games. This is one of the most hyped up series that we've seen in the entire season. It's just as simple as that. And the NBA wants to profit off of it. It's the truth. It's just as simple as that. It's probably one of the most watched series. I think it is the most watched series like out of any series this year as well.
Gotta be.
So do I believe it will go to 7 games? Yes. Do I believe it will help if the Spurs actually make their shots this time? Absolutely. It doesn't help when one game this OKC goes 18% from 3, and the next game they go, let me have a look here, 43% from 3, right? It really, it's been a very streaky kind of set of games the past 4 games from these two teams. It's been unreasonably streaky. Maybe it's because they're playing every 2 days. You know, I can maybe give it that kind of sense of, okay, one team's tired now, another team is like fighting back. It's like they're both clawing back. And so by the point of a game 7, we're going to see 2 pretty gassed teams that are going to be on the floor if it does go to game 7, which I really do believe is going to happen.
If it goes to game 7, it's like watching a heavyweight fight in the 10th round. Like everyone is just like, like last leg.
It's literally just there's not going to be any stamina to it. It's going to be a very heavy and well fought game, I will say. But look,
Yeah.
what needs to happen? What needs to happen is this, and I'm just going to keep it a buck, right? All these San Antonio Spurs need to do is not play Wemby at the 2.
Bring the nuns back.
Every time I saw him on the floor, he was outside on that perimeter, as you said, Raja. Right outside on the perimeter where the 2 is. Why? Yeah. There is no point. Okay? Every good point that Wemby got in game 4 was from an alley-oop.
Yep.
And that was 90% of his field goals made was from an alley-oop. He got maybe 1 3 that game or 2 3s. The rest of them that were field goals were literally dunks off of assists from his teammates that he can generate because guess what? He's Victor Wembanyama. So I'm just saying, if that's a good way to generate that, look, as you said as well, playing against Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hardenstein is pretty difficult. Like, it's a pretty difficult task. But when you're someone who's chasing greatness, you just need to show up and show us that you're going to match up with them and spank them. And we want to see that. It's just as simple as that. We can't have that excuse of, you're tired because we get it. You're tired. But great players have been tired and they've put in the work so that they can come out on top. It's just as simple as that. What about you, Camille? What do you think you want to see to get this?
Let me rewind a little bit. First of all, they're not winning any game if Wemby is not sensational. They are
Absolutely.
not. There's nothing. Then that's the difference between them and OKC. OKC can win games even if SGA is mediocre. If he plays bad, it's tough for them as well. But if he plays mediocre and gives me 22 or 23 or whatever, a couple assists in here and there, they can still win games. Spurs cannot. They need 30 plus points. I would like to have him 35 plus. He needs those 12, 13, 14, 15 rebounds, 4 to 5 blocks for them to be able to win a game. Now, let me ask you this though. What's Wemby's go-to move? Like LeBron has one, James Harden has a step back and all that. He doesn't have one. He doesn't have one of those moves where you know what it is. Like LeBron shoots his early threes here and there. He likes those just to see the waters. How deep is it today? Okay, I'm gonna hit a couple more. I'm gonna do, fuck you. I'm gonna go from the I don't care where I shoot it today. I'm gonna be a bucket. But he doesn't have that fallback if he's shooting those threes early. He doesn't have it. He doesn't. There's no post game. He can't, back to the basket type of game where he could maybe rely on something like that. There's just not. He doesn't have this, nothing's working today. Let's go to my spot. He doesn't have a spot. His spot
should be in the paint.
It should be, but I don't think he's very comfortable at this stage of his career being there. Obviously, Chet and Hartenstein, these, they'll bang him up here and there, and they have to. They do a good job at that. But he needs to develop a move. He needs to develop an unstoppable move, and I think he's got that length. Man, Dirk's, fadeaway. No one could defend that because that thing is coming off. That arc was like going to the moon first and then coming back into orbit. Yeah, skyhook. Just develop something where, where you could go into the, go back to the basket, just outside the paint, get the ball. No one's going to grab that thing from you because that thing is way up there. Grab it, bump a little, fade away or something. I don't know, but you have to. He's got to have to develop something. I hate to see him shoot threes over and over and over, and also like it's just there's no play being called really. Sometimes it's just
they just toss it to the top.
They just toss it top of the key and just bang. Let's see.
It's just it's so devastating.
It's frustrating, right? Because how lengthy and tall that guy is. You
just want to see him run into the paint and just dunk it. That's all you want to see.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like the lobs could be something that they could maybe work, but the Thunder are a great defense. Anyways, let's put it that way. What I think will happen. I hope the Spurs win tomorrow so we can see a Game 7. Ultimately, I think the Thunder are going to take it. But I got the Spurs for tomorrow. They're playing at home. They got something to defend. I think it's going to be, like you said, very physical. Let them play physical. Obviously, not,
Is Scott Foster because
To keep it a buck with you guys, and I'm just gonna keep it really crystal clear here. The moment that I saw Tony Brothers officiating Game 5, I knew it was lost for the Spurs. Same deal with when I saw Foster doing Game 4. You kind of knew that it was going to be.
Hey, someone has to tell me this. One of you two, please help me out. Like, how can it be that the damn NBA, sorry, not the NFL, the NBA cannot get good, 15 good referees out there? Is it so hard to train these people properly?
No, that's the thing. Those guys are the most supposed to be the most experienced.
But it's a walking meme. These guys are walking. Some of them are literally walking memes. Yeah. Some players cannot win when some of these guys are officiating. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy, no? Like that we have to talk about this officiating every other game.
It's actually sad. Like, how are we letting this happen? And obviously everyone's flop. Luka Doncic is one of the biggest flopper.
Yep.
And he shoots a lot of free throws. But man, they got the whole team doing it.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the Dylan Harper when he got punched to the throat?
I saw Dylan Harper. I saw Jay Will with Keldon Johnson. I saw the ball come off of Chet Holmgren's foot, and then Mitch Johnson trying to challenge it, and then Mitch Johnson getting a technical
attack.
Foul. So then
it's just ugly, isn't it? It's just ugly.
It was just.
We get we saw about 20 commercials in between.
Oh my god, it was just that, especially that these third quarters, man, they've been ugly. I don't want to be watching a basketball game, and this is the reason why a lot of people tend to not watch sports such as the NFL, where there's a lot of stopping and starting, right? That's why they transition to something like the NBA, where there is less of that. Unfortunately, when it becomes that kind of league where it's just constant stop, start, it kills the momentum, especially for teams that want to be coming back down 20 points or down 15 points. We saw it with the New York Knicks. They came back in that Game 1 because guess what? There wasn't many whistles going for the Knicks. Don't get me wrong, there still was. But going on a 22-0 run happens because of the fact that you have that momentum and it's not stopping. With the case of the Spurs and the Thunder, when that keeps happening and those fouls keep happening, you're not going to get an entertaining game. It's just as simple as that.
Man,
right? You want to be out of your seat cheering, and it just doesn't happen with the Spurs and the Thunder when there is 70 free throw attempts in the game. Full stop.
No, I was saying this, I think last week with y'all, but it must be horrible to watch that in person. Like here, obviously, we're watching it. We saw the
irony of the OKC fans, right? Chanting flopper to Victor Wembanyama. That man took 17 free throws. Everyone else took 5 or less. Wemby did take 12. On that
OKC. Yeah, man, it's gonna be bad because we saw D-Fox literally he went like this and SGA went flopping. Like I think it's gonna get to a point where these guys gonna flop so bad they're gonna hurt themselves, and then that's when it's like, all right, let's chill on the flop. Like someone's gonna get hurt first because they're doing stupid things, man. Like why are you flopping like that when you can just land on 2 feet properly?
We have been saying it. Hey, between the three of us, we've been saying it the past 3 games between OKC and the Spurs. It's just that the unfortunate thing about this, well, not the unfortunate, but the fortunate thing about what the Thunder does is they have unbelievable control over their bodies. Unbelievable. It's not something that is they do it for the sake of doing it. It's something that is definitely rehearsed and practiced, and it's also something that they train their bodies 100%.
100%. This is coach. This goes beyond. If it's one dude, it's like it's one dude. You know James Harden back in the day on the Rockets,
yeah.
he was
Oh,
doing
yeah.
that. But it was,
He would
I think,
go-
if I remember, it was only James Harden doing that for the most part. But this whole team has been coached to do this.
And there is a
Exploit the
reason why it's
system.
the whole team.
Exploit the damn system. It's too
Hey,
damn
Jared
easy.
McCain just got here and he's already doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I
God
mean, look,
damn.
the thing is, at the end of the day, if the officials, those are the guys that can, oppose this flopping rule that technically is in place, they could give, they should have, obviously now they're not going to start doing that in the playoffs here, in the Western Conference Finals, they're not going to, but this needs to be the big thing going forward, will need to be, how do we get this flopping out of this game? You have to. It's just getting...
It's just the biggest thing, unfortunately.
Call flagrants on that shit. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. And I love Luka, but him too. Everybody. I don't care. Of course, like it's not like, oh, this player because I like. I don't want him to see. His points drop by 3 because he's shooting 4 free throws. I don't give a fuck. I just want to see up and down basketball.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see. Up and down basketball. That's the beauty of the game. That is the beauty of the game.
Have you all seen those videos coming up of Melo and Kobe fighting in the playoffs?
Yeah, of course.
We want to see
stuff
that.
Comes up. Let
We
him.
wanna see that.
Beautiful. I nearly cried seeing that. I nearly
damn.
cried.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's like this whole.
That's when
flopping thing.
the playoffs has always been about intensity times 10.
Technically, yes, it should be.
But now
should
it's
be.
like you.
And that was a regular season game, by the way. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
That was a regular season game.
Yeah.
These guys were going at it professionally, using their body as leverage, as you should, and just like none of them is flopping. They're fighting for it.
Do
Let
not
him,
touch because you're gonna get that.
The next year, this is going to be the big thing. Can they
It's the
can
number
they or
one
not?
most
But I'm gonna
talked
tell
about
you
thing in
something.
this
I'm gonna
series
tell you
as well.
something. What came out of this whole Clippers Kawhi thing was something. Did the hammer come down there?
Has it?
Oh yeah.
No, nothing happens. Nothing. Zero. They something better happen.
Yeah, I think
So
that will
what
be
I-
the two biggest discussed things this offseason will be what the hell is happening now? Because I would definitely say with all eyes on a series like this, look, don't get me wrong, it happened last year when it came to the Thunder Pacers, but guess what? Because it went to 7 games and because everyone viewed it as the intensity of Tyrese Halliburton, everyone viewed it as
It's
it
their
was an
first time
intense
winning
series.
It's the first time winning the championship for OKC and
Exactly
all that.
right.
Everyone felt cool with them and all that. And then since this regular season, everything's kind of
It's just collapsed.
It's just
It's
collapsed. Yeah.
collapsed.
Now people see the truth now. It's free throws everywhere.
And look,
it's crazy.
people still did see the truth last year. I will say, there was a lot of was a lot of haters.
Yeah, but not like,
nothing compared to now.
Yeah,
nothing compared to now.
No. No. It's one of obviously, like you said, well said. This is coached. They train this shit.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys have seen the recent videos of Shea, practicing his balance.
Yeah.
On the yoga ball, right? Like, there's a reason why that went viral. It's because
to be fair, LeBron's been doing that for 20 years. So I'm just putting it out there.
And guess what? The reason it went viral isn't because he shouldn't be flopping because of it. It's because guess what? He's training his balance so when he does end up hitting the floor or whatever it is, he doesn't put himself at risk. And that's why we have seen a healthy Shea for as long as we have so far with all the flopping that he does. Because at the end of the day, he's not going to get injured. The only way he will is if there's going to be some freak accident or if something, God forbid, if something happens on the court where someone trips over a leg that's out on the floor or whatever it is, right? The moment that something like that happens, I think is when the NBA will truly take a step in, but it'll just have to play out and see. But as we said, right, people can get hurt from it, but I doubt we're going to see it for a while.
The other thing is he is a great athlete. He's so much fun to watch.
He's
If he doesn't go, he's great to watch. He's got that speed. He's got a move. That
There's a
mid-range
reason
jumper
he's won
is
the MVP
unstoppable.
2
Yeah,
years
it's
in a row.
smooth as hell. It's
good
like
player.
it's like he's floating in air when he shoots that mid-range. You know what I mean? Like, it's beautiful. Like, such a great athlete.
And even the clutch player of the year as well. At the end of the day, he is a clutch player for a very good reason. Because I've seen the games live of him hitting like the clutch shot against the Nuggets. Then the Nuggets answer back, and then with 3 or 2 seconds to go, he hits another clutch shot on top of that. Like he's a really good player. It's just that unfortunately with this in his arsenal, it just makes it so unwatchable. And with every game against the Spurs, he hasn't been shooting good either. I don't know if you have been seeing it. A lot of his games, sub maybe 1, have been mediocre. If you remove the free throws especially, he has been shooting very, very poorly from the field. Yeah. It's just, as you said, Camille, he can still do without that shooting because he has this team. And the Thunder are just a good team.
He must be one of the only superstars where he can go to the bench and his bench will help him extend a lead, or when he comes back with we up to it. Remember, he didn't play a lot of fourth quarter games. Quarter,
especially in the regular season.
In the regular season,
they were up 20 going into the fourth.
That's what I'm saying.
So
because
why?
That just shows you how good they are. And going back to SGA, he's a damn good player because not too long ago the narrative was, man, this dude is averaging 30 points with middies. Like, he's not a 3-point shooter like that. And now the narrative is different. Now it's like this dude is flopping. We went from talking about his technicality of, the way he bumped his shoulder, you know what I'm saying, to now his...
It was Luka-like. That was the best way to compare it as well. Yeah, he was controlling the tempo of games too because he was of the way that he was handling the ball and handling the floor as well.
Like, people were saying, man, this dude is bringing the mid-range game back. And now, not too long after, we're talking about, why is this dude flopping so much? Why is he shooting 20, 50 free throws a game? You know what I'm saying? So it's just sad because he's a damn good player. He's technically sound, fundamentally sound, whatever you want to call it. But when he starts flopping, we can't help it because it pisses us off. You know what I'm saying?
It's also just hard to watch at the end of the day. When you see someone flailing their body around, it's just hard.
We don't want to watch an NBA game. Now, first of all, they already have 20 timeouts, right? And that's an ad break every single time. And we don't want to, they went from a timeout 2 seconds later to a whistle. We don't want to see that, bro. We want to see, like a physical, let them play. That's the one thing that we've been saying in the past for this series, especially. Let these guys play because that's good for basketball. We don't want to see a whistle every other second.
Yeah, it's you well put, Raja. At the end of the day, that's what happens when you have the power in your hands. It's just as simple as that. They have the power in their hands, and guess what? They are using it, and they are winning with it.
You got to, right?
Simple as that.
They're masters at, hey, the refs is on our side. Let's use that. Especially when it's a dogfight of a series. Everyone is tired. If we can just slow down the game, this is OKC probably saying this to each other. Let's just use that at our advantage.
Oh yeah, I still do have Spurs in 7 if Wemby wants to step up and actually give something to his legacy. I think that's kind of the only thing that I see personally. If Wemby does make that kind of, it's not as much of a comeback as like a 3-1, but at the end of the day, if he does want to make that comeback and does want to be seen as one of the greats, you're going to do great things. We have to see it. Otherwise,
OKC is still the best team in the league. You know what I'm saying? That's the team to beat, as we can see. So hopefully when we can do something and then, knock them off.
Yeah, we'll see. Any other thoughts, comments, queries, Camille? Or should we move on?
No, I'm good. I got the. I'll put the Spurs next game, and then we're gonna see a game 7 at OKC. But ultimately, I think OKC is gonna take this series, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just snatch it tomorrow. We'll see. It depends on Wemby. Depends on Wemby.
It actually
unfortunately, right? Unfortunately,
really
there's a lot of pressure on this young kid, but from what I can see, he likes that pressure. He likes to be a little ticked
Hey.
off. He likes to get a bit agitated.
It
You know
also-
what I
Did
mean?
y'all, hold
What I
on, did
will
y'all
say-
see that he got fined for not talking to the media?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
didn't get fined.
He-
I think he got warned.
Warned.
Oh,
It's
he
a
got
warning,
warned. Sorry,
of
my
course,
bad.
yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
You get
that
like
was-
warned twice. You get like 2 warnings or something, and then
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
will say
I
it
don't
also
mind
doesn't
it. I don't-
help when like De'Aaron Fox and, as you said, Devin Vassell, like, and even Dylan Harper, when you have these guys who have had like impacts in your games just not show up. Like it wasn't just. I will say it wasn't just Wemby. It was a lot of players on the Spurs that just absolutely didn't show up. Even Cornette had like nothing. But yeah.
Hey,
Anyway.
shout out to
the
Joe
nuns
Mazzulla
will be
for
back.
shout out to Joe Mazzulla for winning Coach of the Year.
Yes. Do
Yep.
we think anyone got snubbed from that conversation?
No,
I believe
man,
I
look.
believe the Celtics deserve that. Even as a Spurs fan, like look, I will say
Yeah.
I had my hopes up for Mitch Johnson, but what
No.
what should be said is teams that make a leap like that, like the Detroit Pistons did, like the San Antonio Spurs did, I don't think that should be the only factor when it comes to winning Coach of the Year. At the end, because at the end of the day, that's what I've been seeing kind of year in, year out, is the teams who are expected not to make it and do end up making it like a top seed are the ones that have the coach that wins the Coach of the Year.
I mean, look, with that Celtics team, Austin, you lose Jason Tatum. They let Drew Holiday go. Who else?
Luke Kornet
KP
left.
go. Luke Cornette, Kristaps Porzingis. No, was that the year before?
Nah, Kristaps left as well. No, Kristaps did leave, yes.
And you go and finish the regular season second with no and we're talking about Jason Tatum. It's not like some role players. This is Jason Tatum. They're arguably 1A 1B player, and Jaylen Brown did a hell of a job to lead them to 56
and I will
win
say
season.
Leadership doesn't just come from the players, it comes from the coach as well. And what Mazzulla did was crazy. Not necessarily in the playoffs, like those results did not show up in the playoffs, considering one of only a handful of coaches to choke a 3-1 lead. But as a regular season coach, he absolutely should be proud of that team.
I'm sure knowing Joe Mazzulla, he's not even happy about winning this. What I'm saying? Like, he's that type of guy.
Because at the end of the day, he would be pissed off. I think that would be
like the playoffs.
That would be a nail in the coffin for Mazzulla. I believe would be his kind of reaction to that winning that award. At the end of the day, the man doesn't care. He doesn't care about nothing unless it's a championship. At the end of the day, right? Job's not finished. He kind of he has literally the Kobe mentality as a coach. Right, I think that's the best way to compare.
He's so funny as well, man. I love that guy.
Mazzulla kind of vibe every time, you see the interviews, or every time you see him on the court. But at the end of the day, it was well deserved, but I don't think he wanted it. I actually, if there was anything, I actually don't think he wanted it at all.
He's probably not even gonna accept it. What I'm saying? For real. You know what I mean? Like, that's just who he is. He kind of reminds me of Camille, like Pep. He's just crazy about the game. He's just crazy about the game.
Yeah. Old school Pat Riley type of guy. You know what I mean? Like, just championship or nothing.
Do you agree with the result, Camille?
If I had a vote, I'd give it to Bickerstaff, probably, Detroit Pistons coach.
Maybe.
Because I think he has less to work with. And being Detroit is... Hey, that team, you know what I mean? It's not Boston. I mean, it's let's put it short. I personally would have given it to Bickerstaff myself. But I understand it's a great story. Tatum is out, that team is still performing, Jaylen Brown's doing what he's doing, and
they'll let everybody go.
I know they didn't miss a bit, like nothing was missed really, right? They just adjusted well and played well. Boom.
And
whole season.
Look,
nice.
When it comes to letting those people go, it happens. The Tatum.
Well, it happens
Brown
because Jason Tatum went down,
the biggest salaries.
In
the NBA. Type A, Type B, 1A, 1B players all you want, but at the end of the day, they are expensive, man. Combine their salaries.
Hey, quick. What are you guys doing with the Celtics GM? I want to know. What are you guys doing? 'Cause I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing, Camille?
What are you doing? Tell us.
One more year. One more year.
Oh
One
yeah,
more
yeah.
year.
I was gonna say that
One more
because you've
year
been.
though. No two. One.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna keep. Obviously I'll keep the coach. I'll keep Tatum and Jalen. I'll try to add 1 or 2 more bench players.
Might
but
make a move for another center.
Yeah, I need a
that's what I
big. I need a big.
Yeah. They need that. They got some picks, no? They didn't ship off. I mean, they drafted all these kids, no? So they should be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have the thing.
Well, the beauty of that Celtics team is they've won the whole thing. Obviously, they had Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, but they've
had
won
very good players on that team. That team was stacked.
Yeah,
it was stacked. Like that. That shouldn't go understated at all when we view that Celtics team.
Was Marcus Smart there?
It was stacked. No Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart did not win a ring. It was Tatum, Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday, Luke Kennett.
Al Horford left.
Al Horford was on that team.
Yes,
Kristaps Porzingis. They had a very, very good
Pritchard
team.
coming off the bench.
Yeah, Peyton Pritchard and who was it? Not Luke Kennard. One of the
Gaza. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, one of the stretch white boys. What's it called? They had a stacked team. That was a stacked 10 right there. When you have a team like that, plus Joe Mazzulla, you're going to win the chip. That's why it was so just that year of the NBA, 2024. The story of Dallas was great because we were believing in them to beat the Celtics since no one else would. And guess what? They still choked. Right?
Hey, shout out to Kyrie in that postseason, though.
Except in the finals.
Oh, well, the whole Mavs didn't really show up in the finals. They got tired. They were dog tired.
But what do you do if the Celtics, they get a big whatever, they are great in the regular season again? Let's say 55 to 60 wins, and then they flunk out in the Eastern Conference Finals with that team, with Jalen and everybody, and Tatum. What do you do?
I think it's all about when are you paying JT and JB again, right? Because you don't want to pay all that money again and just be conference finals.
Yeah, not have a ring.
And I'm gonna be real with you. That loss, that being 3-1 up and then losing to the 76ers, the team you hate, the team that hates you, that's bad on Mazzulla. Though I'm gonna be real with you. that because what did we see for the last 3 or 4 games? It was just threes from Boston. It was raining threes. It was the Golden State.
That's how
it was
unfortunately
a house with a chimney and a fireplace.
But why?
Just 3-story tall.
Jalen can beat anyone 1v1. Anyone. ISO him up. Let him go to the basket. Why are we running these plays?
They were putting JB on Embiid.
Yeah, but why are we running plays out of a timeout to a corner 3 that is contested? That's the play we're going to draw up?
The ATO was crazy.
And that's I have a couple question marks here with Mazzulla, obviously. That series wasn't very good, I think, for him.
I will say also for Derek White as well. He just didn't show up that entire series.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, you got Jalen and Tatum.
You're supposed to have these
3-1 up, mate. 3-1 up.
3-1.
That is insane. Insane. I would have put everything I own on the being 3-1 up. Anything I own on the Celtics. Yeah. Anything.
And
we had the Celtics to go through, man.
Yeah, we
felt that one.
Yeah. Celtics to go all the way through, and they just choked.
I mean, look, let's see. But that's a team to watch because they have everything. They have everything. They have the fans. They have the GM. They have the coach. They have the players. They have everything. They have everything, and they're in the East. Technically, Anyways,
I'm
a big fan of JT and JB, but we'll see.
Same.
They're getting paid. They almost half a bill for those two only.
Yeah,
over half a bill, bro.
Both are worth it.
So JB is like 300 mil. Yeah,
700 for the both. That's $700 million. So and good on them.
Hey, inflation is going up. Hey, gas prices are going up. They gotta eat too.
And I think that's before taxes too. So they're paying the government a big amount of money right there.
Gas prices ain't going up. It's actually less than last year.
Yeah, trust me, bro. That's
Trust me.
That's a trust me, bro statement.
That's right. Just tap your card, bro. Hey, don't look at it. Go in. How much? Oh, I won't be able to eat.
Afterpay.
Yeah. In a month, you already fill up 4 times. I got 8 bills.
Anything else basketball related at all, boys?
Hey, it's gonna be a great series, man. The Knicks, I want them to win because if the Knicks win, the New York is not gonna exist next year. That's how crazy it is. But yeah, they have I feel like they match up really well. People don't give them credit, but they got they got guys who can defend, lengthy, athletic,
And the good
guys
thing
with
is
heart.
they haven't changed their team much over the past, I would say.
Oh, sorry,
2
I
years.
forgot to say this. Shout out to Jalen Brunson because he took a $110 million
big
pay cut,
big
and
cut.
so far it's paid off because now he's going to the something Melo had never done before, which led them to a NBA Finals.
Well, let me pose this question to you guys: would you rather $100 million or would you rather win an NBA ring?
$100 million. Because that's what my goat took. I'm talking about Melo.
I mean, and let's put it let's make it a realistic thing here as well. Jalen Brunson with Rick Brunson, he's been around the NBA his whole life, and by his whole life, I mean literally his whole life. He got LeBron James to sign his jersey when he was what, like 4, 9, like some ridiculous age, and now he's in the NBA Finals. It makes sense that he takes that pay cut at the end of the day. Because
I mean, also look, right? It also depends where you win it. Like if he wins in New York, he doesn't have to pay for anything ever again.
Oh yeah, nothing.
You know what
He's
I'm saying?
protected by the city. He actually is.
That's what I'm saying. It also depends where you go. Where you win it. They're gonna build him a statue.
It's like with Steph Curry in Golden State. Like everyone around there is protecting him with like their lives.
Yes,
he is it's just as simple as that with Steph. And it will be the exact same deal with Jalen Brunson. Especially if they win these finals. But I think even before, before winning even just winning the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in years is already enough for hey, the man.
Yeah, I'm so happy
will have a
for
statue.
Him,
the man will have a statue.
Yeah. Dude, even if he wins one game, they build him like this tall. Imagine if he wins the whole thing.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. That's what. They'll bet. You guys saw the Allen Iverson statue that they made for him, right?
Oh my god,
tiny. That's the size that the Jalen Brunson statue will be if they don't win.
That's an AI type of an AI statue. Crazy. What about that D Wade though? Remember the D Wade?
Get the fuck out of here with that statue. Now I'm having nightmares of that shit.
Wait, no, what? I think they made one for Nash, didn't they? Steve Nash? That was also
Dirk.
It was a Dirk.
Dirk has one.
Okay, I'm thinking of Dirk.
Signature fadeaway. Shout out.
But it was like a stick figure.
Yeah, he looks like great. It was good, but it wasn't great.
He needs my diet, bro. He needs to get up and build more size now.
Or they'll make a mural of him like they did with the one of Kobe. Have you seen that?
What about
you know the one that I'm talking about where he's going like
What about the Luca one that they put up? The coffin? Oh man.
Don't bring that up, bro. Don't.
Move on, let's move on.
Keep it.
Yeah, I like it though because he's playing with the goat, but
just keep it there, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Anyway, let's move on. What else we got?
I'm good. I'm good with basketball here.
Yeah, same.
I'll let everything out today.
I have.
No, you did.
To be honest,
I had some things to say. I'm good now.
I've erupted.
Sleep in peace.
I've erupted my
like
passion of the Spurs and the Thunder today as well.
Hey, it's gonna be a good game tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. I am excited.
Look, let's talk about a bit of football. We got Austin here.
Austin, young gunnin, gotta learn some football. Now we're talking,
We were me and Camille were talking about in the group chat, and Austin he wants to ask us a question about football because He's a young pup when it comes to football or soccer. As
I am
we
the youngest pup there is. There is no
yeah
younger pup than me. If you want
yeah.
to call me a young pup, right? I am.
Whoa.
I've just come out. All right, I've come out of the womb and I'm ready. Right? There is no other. There is no other way to describe me other than that.
But what do you want to ask us? Because you said let's
Well,
save it for the
I
show.
saw something in the group chat today,
Yes,
and I've got to say I saw something with Barcelona. I saw something
Barcelona.
with a guy who scored 6 goals, and he's getting paid what 80 million? Is that
Yeah.
how
No,
much?
no, no,
80
no, no.
million?
Rewind it. Rewind. Hold on,
his
hold on, Raja.
his-
Raja.
yo,
Let me say two things first for our audience who maybe are listening for the NBA insights here,
yeah.
and me going crazy on James Harden. Austin is like he said, he's a baby goat of football. He'll get there, right? The idea is obviously that he'll learn a little bit from us, but maybe the audience, same thing. Maybe you can learn
Yes.
a thing or two about football too. Hey, if you got questions, put them in the chat. We're gonna ask him in the next video. Bottom line is sports is great. There's a lot of great sports out there. We're going to be talking different kinds of sports at the end. Currently, obviously, the NBA playoffs are on, but
Yes.
we're going to be discussing a great deal of football in the next couple of weeks because the World Cup is on, and all that kind of thing. Raja, take it from here. Thank you.
So you asked us 80 million. First of all, that 80 million is not going to him. So in football, right, there's this thing called the transfer window.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, transfer market, right?
Yep.
So let's say in NBA terms, hey, I want to buy LeBron. How much is he going for? So in this case,
Damn,
they
he's selling
paid.
LeBron now. All right.
Yeah, anyone is up for grabs unless as long as you want to pay for it. But so bottom line is Barcelona paid $80 million to buy Anthony Gordon. His salary is
Allegedly, right? It's not yet
allegedly
100%. Or he's probably
yes
doing his what's it called, medical check in the next
medical.
day
Yeah,
or two or something,
is
and then
that-
we'll see.
Is that for 1 year?
no.
No.
So no, so it's like I'm buying a piece of clothes. Like okay, it's 80. So it's 70 million euros plus 10 million add-ons. So
Yeah.
that 10 million add-ons could be something that he's gonna do. Like kind of what do you call it? Incentives
Okay, I see.
for the club. So he's not gonna pay. He's not gonna get that 80 million euros. And so that's not a thing. So I want to buy LeBron. All right, LeBron costs 300 million. All right, boom. Lakers and the Bucks paid that, and underneath LeBron is gonna get a different type of salary.
I understand. Okay, so
There's two contracts that need to be negotiated here. Right?
Yes.
There's the new team, the potential new team with the old team. They need to come to terms to some sort of buyout, right? With Gordon, it's 70 or 80 mil or whatever it may be, euros that is. And then also the player needs to negotiate a new contract with the club, which is 4 to 5 years usually these days. He's a young fella, so he's going to probably get a 5-year contract here. I would assume for Gordon you have to pay roughly, I don't know, 10 to 15 million a year salary.
Okay, I see.
Right. So then you look at a 5-year, 60 to 75. Call it that.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so
it's
so they purchase the player from another team. That team is what gets the money.
Well, they need to negotiate the contract before he can say. There's different clauses in different contracts. Some have a no trade clause. All these kinds of things.
Of course, yeah.
There's all kinds of things going on. But bottom line is he's not going to the team if he cannot negotiate a new deal for himself as well.
Okay.
Right. This isn't slavery here, right? They can't just ship him off to anywhere they want him to.
That's how I was comparing it.
No.
I thought someone was getting purchased. We're selling a man. We're selling another man, right? Like, hello.
No. They need to come to terms for a new contract as well.
Okay.
Right? And usually that, the initial talks, they happen months before, sometimes years before. Someone from Barcelona is meeting with one of his camp, which is usually his agent or sometimes, their father or their brother or whatever. And it's like, we like your player, keep us in the loop. Whenever Gordon wants out, maybe, and this kind of, you know what I mean? That there's a lot of this stuff going on because tampering is not a thing in football. They can,
They can go and talk
whatever
with whoever.
whatever you think
whatever.
is tampering happens all the time, anytime, everywhere in football.
Okay.
Right? Anyone can talk to anyone. There's nothing.
Do you believe that would make sense in any other sport?
US sport is different.
Yeah.
They have their system, which is great for whatever sort of platform, for whatever market they're selling. And the European stuff is I think both are great, to be
So
quite
it's a
honest with you. I
culture
think both
difference is
works.
what I'm hearing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. Absolutely, yes.
I mean, can you imagine if they're like, hey, how much is LeBron? And then they said, give us 100 mil. Those billionaires will pay for it because LeBron
Immediately.
bring in so much
Immediately.
revenue. 100 mil? Yeah, of course. And you know, this, I don't know, like for me, I'm not for Barcelona. I'm a big fan of Barcelona. That is my team, Barcelona and Liverpool. Look, Anthony Gordon, you know, Camille, you know this. Lewandowski has left. I'm looking at a striker first. And also, it's been reported that Rashford, I think Man United wants 50 million. I would have said to that first instead of Anthony Gordon. And look, he might flourish in La Liga. You know, Premier League is arguably the toughest, most physical league in the world. La Liga is a bit more open, especially when you play for Barcelona. You know, it's them, Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid. But he might flourish. But what do you think, Camille, in terms of this signing specifically for Barcelona?
There's another thing, breaking news here. We're going to talk about it in a second.
Ooh.
Talking about Barcelona, you know, Alvarez. You're talking about a striker here potentially
Julian.
on the move. I mean, look. Bottom line is this: I wouldn't take Rashford for 50. No way, because his wage must be absurd as well. He's making crazy money over there. He played well, though. I've come around with Rashford while he was playing at Barcelona. I thought he was a great addition to the squad.
Yes.
I thought Hansi Flick used him really well. I thought that was like sort of an unexpected match made in heaven. Somehow, I never expected this to work, but somehow it did. Where he made some crazy goals, like he made some screamers. I love that. It's just 50. I wouldn't. Plus, he'll probably. How much is he making at
270?
20? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. He's making two. And there's another thing, Austin. They look at it weekly wages. So we look at when we say so he's making 270,000 euros a week.
So that's probably pounds for you right there, brother.
Yeah, I wish.
That's probably.
Yes. I think it's euros, but you know what I'm saying.
Anyways, you know, a couple hundred here don't matter. And bottom line is, I'm not paying. I don't think I'm paying his wages, and that has been a problem for Barcelona in the past, and that bit them in the bum in the past. Is paying these outrageous wages. That was a good one. But you know, you get Lewandowski off the books. Apparently, made 20 million over there. That's nice. Okay, you get you got Gordon in there. You pay him the 80. I think. You know, everyone's like, oh, how can Barcelona pay, 80 mil, whatever it is for him? And then Alvarez, they did sign a new Nike deal worth, I think, 130 million. So they got some cash. So that shouldn't be the issue. I think the issue is
they just won the league as well.
With their wages, right? So it's Barcelona. They're selling about 100 million goddamn jerseys every year. You probably buy 15 of them every year. So, you probably covered some percentages of that transfer.
I think I paid for Gordon's some of it.
Probably. So, they'll make it work somehow, and yeah. But 84 Gordon is interesting. I'm gonna put that out there. I think if any system, because let's put it this way, he scored 6 goals last season, 3 or 4 of them from penalty. I mean, goddamn, 80 mil for that. I'm not so sure about it, but Hansi Flick must really love him, because this doesn't happen if Hansi Flick doesn't sign off on it. Bottom line, I think if in any system, he would work really well in Hansi's system, which is very up and down, very fast paced, very,
Speed,
it doesn't matter where we get the ball. We, one direction here. It's all about speed. It's high risk, high reward.
Yeah. Sort of like the Lakers. Who cares about defense? Because you're going to play the high line anyway.
So for that system, I think he can work in there. It's a bit of a gamble for 80 mil. I'm not so sure. Alvarez, on the other hand, I don't care what they have to pay for him. Now that player I love. That's
Give
a
him the bag.
proven player. Give him the bag. Give him the bag. But that's insane if they can get him. That would be insane. If that's all official, 2 hours ago, apparently asking price is 150 million here for him.
I got
He's
that.
probably going to want 20 to 25 million a year, rightfully so, and 150. Boom.
What do you reckon, Camille? Yes.
Oh, for him, yes. It's a stupid number, but there's no strikers available. There is no world-class strikers available. Now, obviously, Kane was in the talks at Barcelona. I don't think, outside of some chirping that is either true or this comes just purely out of the Barcelona camp to see if, there's any availability from Kane. I don't think he would go. So, what world-class strikers do we have? We've got the Haalands, we've got Mbappe, we've got Dembele, we've got Kane. None of them is leaving.
Yeah.
None of them. Who did I forget? World class. I'm talking like world class. 30+ goals.
There's not a lot of world beaters when it comes to strikers.
So if someone like Alvarez is available, I'm taking him. You have to pay the 150. You have to pay the 150.
So Austin, with Julian Alvarez, this man is 26 years old. He's won literally everything there is to win. He's won a World Cup. He's Argentinian, so he won a World Cup. The Champions League with Manchester City, right? Prem, obviously. He hasn't won La Liga, but in terms of kind of big trophies, this man has won everything.
Damn.
And
so who would you compare him to? Is what I'm gonna ask.
Oh, because he's a shorter striker, right, Camille?
But value-wise, I think the best comparison we could make is value-wise. What is his age and value? Where would you rank him?
Is he
top
an
strikers in the world?
Player? Or
I don't mind the comparison. I don't mind it. Where would you rank Anthony Edwards in the NBA?
Oh, like a 6 or a 7.
Oh, yep, that's where I have him roughly as well. Alvarez, strikers in the world. Do you have 5 above him? I've got Haaland, I've got Kane, I've got Dembele, I've got Mbappe. Well, am I forgetting someone that's like so obvious that I'm?
I can't think of the top of my head.
I don't have Etikete above him. I don't have Isaac above him. Ekitike, always the same thing with me. I don't have either one of them above him.
Lautaro, you're not putting Lautaro, no?
No.
It's all right. He played.
No. Osimhen? No, he's playing in the Turkish league. No. I think it's very comparable, yes.
I mean, there's a reason why Barcelona wants you. You know what I'm saying? It's because you put up those numbers.
Yeah, I just saw apparently the first bid was 100 million, asking is 150.
Let me buy more shirts.
125 to 130 he's going. He's going to get a nice contract, but this could be your striker for the next 10 years. You're looking in. People like Austin, people like that don't get available often. Like either their contract is running out and they're sort of in the last year. I don't know his contract situation, but I wouldn't assume it's still got it. Can you check, Raja? I would assume he has a couple years left because that asking price is crazy. It's like an Anthony Edwards,
So he's under contract until 2030 with.
There you go. And that's why also in the contract, the buyout would be so expensive because he's still got a contract that is running for a couple more years. If the contract is running out next year, then players
it's like
get
a
cheaper,
loan
right?
almost, right? Yeah.
There you go. But this brother has like 3 more years on the books. So you minimum have him for 3 years. And often in football, you wouldn't take him on for that kind of money if you're not already negotiating either new contract that's going to be put in place of this of the one that he has currently, or is going to replace the one that he's got currently, or on top of it, right?
He's making 15 mil according to transfer market.
He gonna get 20 to 20. He's got to have 20. I really like Alvarez. I love that guy, honestly. Lethal.
Yeah, he's great, man. He's great. I love him because he can do a bit of everything. and there's
Yes.
someone,
Yes.
obviously Lewandowski is a different type of player who is more like a target man, right? And then you got Harry
Hey,
Kane who can.
shout out to Lewandowski though. What a career! What
Yeah.
a damn career!
How
What a
old is he?
career!
36.
36. 36 years of age.
He got a Ballon d'Or in my eyes that 2020 season.
Yes, yeah. That was
Come on, man.
the craziest thing. Was that the
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or that wasn't given out
No.
because of
So,
no? Was the one
COVID.
before that? Okay,
It was him. So Austin. So there's this
okay.
thing in football.
So it was the one that
Yeah.
wasn't given out that year because whatever, right?
COVID,
They still
yeah.
played football and didn't give the damn Ballon d'Or out.
Yeah. So
Someone
there's
gotta
this
explain
thing
that to me.
called Ballon d'Or, Austin, where the top leagues in Europe. So in how like in NBA you have MVP.
Call it MVP. Call it
Yeah.
MVP.
Imagine.
But it matters a lot though. It matters a lot for these guys.
Imagine there's like 10 NBAs and you gotta compete and you are the MVP. The Ballon d'Or is the best football player. And obviously there's a lot of different narratives on what you win and all that stuff. But Lewandowski he won. That was a six-tuple year, right?
Yes,
Camille?
yes. They
This
won
man-
everything. He
this
scored.
man-
Was that the year? I don't remember if it was that year where he broke Gerd Müller's record for the Bundesliga. He scored 43 goals, I think it was 43 goals in 36 games or something.
Yeah. His team won 6 trophies in a season. Most teams don't even win one. Obviously, we're talking about Bayern Munchen here. The team that dominates Bundesliga, but they won the Champions League. They beat PSG, right?
The cup there, Dave people call the cup there.
Lewandowski was a killer, and they had this thing Ballon d'Or every year, and they stopped it because of, I believe it was because of COVID, but they still played the season. So it's just like, imagine the bubble, right? And then, but they didn't give it to, was it Jokic or Giannis who won that MVP?
Giannis did.
Yeah, and they said, like, oh, because of we had to stop it because of COVID. Like, you still played. The Lakers still won the chip.
Yeah. Do they like? But you know how fans call it kind of like a Mickey Mouse situation.
Yeah.
When it comes.
Yeah.
to
I don't like that. I never liked it. Not
I
because
never
it's the
liked it
Lakers,
either.
not because of LeBron, but it's the same situation with me with Bam. It's the same conversation. Like, if it's that easy, anyone can do the 80+ points.
That's
if
correct.
it was that easy to win the Mickey Mouse, whatever you want to call it, well, why didn't you know what I mean? Like, these games were actually entertaining, sitting at home, watching the damn finals. It was great. Must have been crazy for the players being locked up in the fucking.
Oh yeah.
Can you freaking imagine being locked up there for like 2 or 3 months or
A
whatever?
lot of the
long it was?
players who played in the bubble said it was arguably the hardest season they ever
because
played.
mentally,
Yeah,
can
it's
you
everything
imagine
up
you not seeing your
Everything
damn
up here.
family for months, bro?
Yeah,
you
you're in
might
the
have had a
same
new-
room.
Mate, you might have had a newborn, you might have had whatever.
Yes,
The
yes.
only thing you're seeing is your dudes. That's
Yo.
it. That's it. They
Yeah.
smuggled women in there. They smuggled chicken wings in there. You remember those chicken wings they found?
Lou Williams. Shout
Lou
out
Williams.
to
Yeah, I do
So
remember that.
what was it? Lemon and pepper chicken
Lemon
wings,
Pepper
mate.
Win. Yeah, Lemon Pepper Win.
Yeah, they must have been damn good. That was
Well,
good. Hey,
man.
these stories that came out of there, and mentally, that needs to be. You have to be locked in. You have to be. It's basketball,
yeah.
and I don't even think about my family because otherwise I'm going crazy in here.
That's nothing
Because
about basketball.
because remember this: these guys have all the money in the world. Not everybody, obviously, but a lot of them have all the money in the world. Why would you lock yourself up to play basketball?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, hell, I'm just chilling at home at the
Hey,
crib.
a lot of people opt
Beverly
out now.
Hills. So the mentality that went in there, man.
Yeah.
And shout out to LeBron. He kept his team together. You didn't hear a beep out of the Lakers. No one went crazy. He must have had like strong fist over those
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
What a
he
leader.
had that grip over
Yeah.
the team. He
Hey,
did.
Matisse Tybalt
So-
was vlogging that thing. I remember watching his vlogs, bro. It was so funny.
So that's the thing. Like for me, it's like I don't give a damn how you look.
Yeah.
He won the championship.
Yeah.
Period.
I
Bayern
agree
still.
with that take. That I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Also,
like
back to Lewandowski real quick.
Yeah.
Just saying, he's number 3 on the Champions League goal scorer list.
Oh, he this
People,
dude.
he cleared Thomas Müller, Rüd, Mohamed Salah, Raul, Karim Benzema. He's got 144 appearances, 109 goals.
Yeah, and for a while, Raul had the record.
Yeah,
and then Benzema came and broke it.
Messi two, Cristiano one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's a hell of a list. That's a hell of a list. When you look at the best players of all time, you have the two goats, as people like to say, and then you have Lewandowski. Like it's not something easy to do, and you can say whatever you want to say. Oh, he played for Bayern. You do it then.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying?
So that's you know what? That's like the easiest way for you to like be able to articulate that for me actually to understand.
Yeah. It's like people said, Luka flops a lot. He's all right. You drop. you lead the. Yeah, and it's not like he goes, what do you call it? He just magically starts with 20 points and he just has to score 10 more. It's like, bro, he's doing this from zero. And he scores on you because he's a damn good player. Same with Lewandowski. He knows where to go. He can read the space well, channels it well. And when the ball is in the box, for some reason, Lewandowski is just there.
His first touch is magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
There's usually just one touch and then it's shoot. Because he puts his body. It's similar-ish to Kane, where he's using his body as leverage to turn with the defender against his back type stuff. But it's just one touch and you shoot. And that thing is going in if it's in the box.
Yeah.
Headers, these headers.
Oh, yes.
He got that in. He's full striker. Has everything.
Oh, man.
Has everything.
I'm such a big fan of Lewandowski. I might need to get, add to the collection and add a Lewandowski shirt. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the big Polish.
Legend. But yeah, great career, obviously.
We'll see where this Fabrizio Romano, here we go, gonna do. Before we end the show, shout out to Robo. He signed with Spurs, a Liverpool legend, a big part of the reason why we were so good under Klopp. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it for tonight.
Get us out of here. Get us out of here.
Raja.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching another episode of the No Strings Attached show. Leave a like and subscribe if you're still here. I hope you are. Help us grow. But it's been your co-host Raja, our household Spurs fan, who's hoping to go
Game 7, guys. It will go to Game 7
and get smacked by OKC by 50 points.
We're manifesting the best. All right, we are manifesting the absolute best for Victor. Okay. We're just hoping for the best here. That's all I'm doing right now. All I could do is have my hopes, my prayers, and my faith is in that fucking corgi. All right, the hoops corgi, the one that makes all the guesses. It has been accurate so far, and I can place all my faith in that. That and the nuns.
Bring the nuns. Don't wear the Fiesta shirts.
Do not wear those Fiesta shirts, right? It will only bring pain for us.
Just wear street clothes or white because that's been working.
Jeans and shirts. That's what I want to see. Nothing else. Maybe a jersey.
Other than that, shout out to the Knicks. Camille and I, still glazing LeBron 23 years in.
Send LeBron to the Knicks for a 5th ring. Send him to the Knicks for a 5th ring.
Or just give him a ring because LeBron is that great. I don't know.
Just give it to him.
Who cares?
Just give it to him.
Hey, LeBron, thank you for existing. That's, what I'm saying. But anyway, good night, guys. See y'all.
We'll
be on tomorrow, right?
We'll be on tomorrow.
Let's go.
Shout out.